Now, the government has shut down all schools, both public and private, to avoid the spread of the coronavirus in learning institutions. President Uhuru Kenyatta has also imposed travel restrictions on non-Kenyans, which take effect in the next 48 hours. Stephen Leto with more.
The coronavirus has hit crisis levels in Kenya. President Uhuru Kenyatta stepping in with a raft of measures to check against spread of COVID-19 in the country. The government has closed all learning institutions, public and private, with primary and secondary schools required to release students to their homes tomorrow without fail.
We have suspended learning in all our education institutions with immediate effect. Consequently, and to facilitate a phased approach, primary and secondary day schools are to suspend operations from tomorrow.
Education CS Professor George Magoha says the closure of schools will be indefinite.
But as of tomorrow morning, we expect all day scholars to remain at home, both in primary and secondary school. The logistics of the borders, who will start moving between Tuesday and Wednesday, they should wait for our circular, which we shall send out tomorrow. And like His Excellency has said, the universities have up until Friday.
For those in boarding schools, the school administration is to ensure that students are home by Wednesday, the 18th March 2020, while universities and tertiary institutions are to close by Friday, 20th March.
How the hundreds and thousands of learners will get home safe is not yet clear. Several schools have begun asking parents to remain with their children at home from tomorrow, with boarding schools asking parents to pick their children from school. The tourism industry has also been dealt a blow, with the government imposing travel restrictions, banning visitors from countries with the reported cases of the coronavirus from the country. Kenyans who arrive in the country will have to self-quarantine for at least 14 days.
Only Kenyan citizens and foreigners with valid residence permits will be allowed to come in, provided they proceed on self-quarantine or to a government-designated quarantine facility.
Interactions with infected persons contributes to spreading the COVID-19, and now the government wants all government offices, including ministries and state corporations, as well as the private sector, to consider allowing employees to work from home.
Where possible, as number 5, government offices, businesses and companies are encouraged to allow employees to work from home, with the exception of employees working in critical or essential services.
In China, money was cited as one of the agents that helped to spread the virus during the initial stage, with their numbers now over 81,000 people infected. Subsequently, President Uhuru Kenyatta wants banks and other money platforms to enforce cashless transactions and reduce money interactions.
In order to avoid the risk of transmission through physical handling of money, we encourage the use of cashless transactions, such as mobile money, M-Pesa and otherwise, and credit cards. And we appeal to mobile operators and banks to take note of the situation that we are in and to reduce the cost of transactions.
The government keen to reduce the risk of spread of the global pandemic, taking the country into what appears to be a partial lockdown. Stephen Leto, Citizen TV, Nairobi.